What's up, young? I don't know why I be trying to greet myself. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Faded Queso, and today we finna be reacting to the most delusional catfish victim of all time, 90 Day Fiancé. Nigga, let's get straight into it. Oh wait, I'm not even screen recording. Like my aura, has it collapsed?
So some part of you still believes that there is some type of hope?
Yeah, I do. I still have that hope in my heart. But I was also maybe thinking, like, what if, like, Carmela was, like, in prison or something?
Oh, no.
Was talking about Anthony.
Yeah.
Seriously?
I know, it sounds crazy.
I'm sorry, I don't want to laugh, but...
This is the longest episode of Catfish ever. Tyree talked to his fiancé online
I mean, it's
for
pretty
4
much
years,
over.
and then the crew
You heard what she just said? I don't want to laugh.
I know, it sounds crazy.
I'm sorry, I don't want to laugh, but...
This is the longest episode of Catfish ever. Tyree talked to his fiancé online for 4 years, and then the crew for 90 Day Fiancé rolled up, and in like 5 minutes they figured out it was some guy named Christian. They didn't even need to call in Neve. Like, can you imagine? But Tyree, he didn't think he was being catfished because he was only sending like thousands of dollars, you know, not tens of thousands. And apparently people don't catfish for only thousands. So basically this man spent 4 years of his life and a lot of money talking to some guy who's just sending him pictures that he stole from somebody's OnlyFans page. I think when we last left off, he was about to hear his fiance's voice for the first time.
Yesterday, the producers told me that Carmela might not be who she says she is. When they reached out to her, a man responded and said that he's been pretending to be Carmela for 4 years.
All right, that's it. Case closed, right? That's what you would think. Over, right? But Tyree is a master of his craft. Do not underestimate his ability to tell the wildest stories to explain all of this. And honestly, oftentimes, his story isn't even preferable to the catfishing scenario. I'm like, dude, just admit you got catfished. That's actually not even as bad. He'll be like, oh, what if she went to prison and then got out and went back with her husband? And I'm like, wait, would you rather have that? Is that better than catfishing?
I feel like I'm just too high. Easy after.
No, not at all.
But don't worry, that's just Carmela. That's just how she is. You know, she asks me for money, I say no, she ignores me for 3 months. It's a joke. She's just messing around.
I'm just having trouble processing everything just because of, you know, the amount of time we spent together and, you know, the conversations we had.
It just cuts to a bunch of texts of her asking him for money. I'm gonna miss that so much.
The bond and the love that me and Carmela had for each other. I still have a belief that Carmela is, you know, Carmela.
What? Imagine someone asking about your relationship and you're like, yeah, it's going great. You know, we've been together 4 years. Still working on the figuring out if she's a human, you know. All I know is I'm sending words out and there's words coming back. Like that I can guarantee you. Like I have gotten some words on my phone that weren't there before I
don't really know what I should do or what the next step is. And I kind of need someone to have support right now. So today I'm going to
yourself,
the Band-Aid and I'm going to tell Ronald and LaShanti and my
Get
siblings
the fuck
about
up.
Carmela.
Yeah, at least he walking
Maybe
though.
they can like help me think of what my next step should be.
So this is unbelievably awkward. I don't even think his siblings know about this relationship at all. In one conversation, they're not only going to find out that he's being catfished, but they're going to hear the guy's voice. So far, this whole season has just been him meeting up with his friends and family in various restaurants and parks. And they're like, hey, dude, you're being catfished. Here's undeniable proof. And then he gets angry and storms out. But then the next day, he's like, you know, but maybe Carmela is just a magical water nymph who hibernates for months at a time and then comes up and uses the voice changer from Scream to talk to the producers from 90 Day Fiancé.
Start from the beginning. Well, I'm in an international relationship, and I've been in it for 4 years.
Her name is Mahogany.
Damn. 4 years.
Oh God, we said there for 2 different reasons.
I would have never known. I thought he was asexual.
She bad. Hold on.
God. Yeah.
See, right now they're just happy for him, but it's really sad to see the slow downward spiral of them realizing this is definitely not real. And when I say slow downward spiral, I mean head-on collision in about 15 seconds.
Who is she?
Her name is Carmela. We chatted on Snapchat. We kind of got like a really good bond, and that's kind of how I started to fall in love. You know, when I went to Barbados last year. That's what you went for?
Oh, well, that's cute.
Like, I went to Barbados, and then she never showed up.
Oh, okay. He brought that up like it was going to be this amazing romantic story. I don't know why, but the way he introduced that is so funny to me. Yeah, I'm in an international relationship. I'm in love. Everything is going well. You remember when I went to Barbados last year? She ghosted me the whole time. Never even met her. Yeah. We're going to get married. We're going to have kids. I can't wait.
Carmela and I were dating for 3 years before I decided to go to Barbados. Like, I was super excited to see her. And the plan was for her to meet me at the villa after the quarantine was over. So after I got my negative test results, I texted her.
Wait, that was the hotel?
And the plan was for her to meet me at the villa.
Or a little Airbnb, whatever you want to call it. This ain't bad. Because obviously this is some out of the country shit, but this ain't bad. But we all know what Cuz went there for, and she didn't show
after the quarantine was over.
And this is just what the hell.
So after
we saw
I got
that
my
little
negative
last
test
TV.
results, I texted her.
I was mad as hell.
But she didn't respond.
I bet she
Okay,
didn't.
how is there any coming back from this? You flew across the world, you spent a bunch of money, and then she didn't even meet you at all? She just ghosted you the entire time?
With that little
last
last
he tells
TV?
this to people and then expects them to be supportive of the relationship.
I'm
But at the
laughing
same
in
time,
their
I guess
face.
David took like 5 or 6 tries to meet his fiance, you know, the person that was sending him emojis for like 8 years. And that clearly all worked out, you know? He got to go bowling with her. He creepily tricked her into getting a kiss. He took a couple pictures where she looked visibly uncomfortable.
You flew there that she couldn't come out to her own hometown or home city, whatever it is, country, to come see you?
She said it was because of COVID.
What? How come you didn't push your issue more? Why
Y'all didn't like... No, hell no. Don't listen to him. Don't ever push the issue, nigga. Unless it's like... No. See, that's... I don't think I'm giving the right narrative. Or I don't think we're thinking the same way. I'm thinking of some other shit. Don't ever put... Like, look at this nigga. Talking about just push. Man, hell no. Don't do that, but... he should have set it up more. I mean, obviously he couldn't, but I'm just saying. It sounded like... If you want to link up with somebody... and they already say yes, you gotta give them you can't give them no excuses to like, you know what I mean? I don't know if that sound right, but nah, like you would have to have planned that shit out, had to get on both sides that yeah, I'm free on these days, you can come down, fly down, do this. This nigga she gonna say, oh, I can't come out because of COVID. It sounded like you just popped out of the blue.
So, like, docile.
Because I was in love, and I didn't want to, like, push her away.
How does this guy have so much patience? It's impossible. It doesn't make any sense. Unfortunately, he's like the perfect catfish victim because he will do all the work for you. You don't even have to make an excuse. He'll make the excuse for you. Hey, babe, so I just flew all the way to your country and spent all this money. Do you want to meet up? Nope, can't, sorry. Oh, okay, I get it. You know, you're busy with your job and you're COVID-19 and... Nah, I just don't want to. Plain and simple. Oh, yeah, of course, because, yeah, the job and the COVID and the... Are you hearing the words that I'm saying? Just give me money. That's all I want. Oh shit. I'm gonna need like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast to explain this one. What, you got to give me a second here.
Yesterday, the producers told me that it wasn't really her I was talking to. It was actually a man that was pretending to be Carmela.
Huh?
I'm cracking that.
Yeah.
That'd be bad.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy? He just tossed all of this onto them within the span of like 2 minutes. So I have some big news, guys. I'm in a relationship. I went to see her in Barbados last year. She ghosted me, didn't show up. The producers of this show just told me that she's a dude.
That's a really long time to act like somebody else.
I don't know what to do now.
I wasn't thinking about that.
Just don't know
I'm not
what
gonna
to
lie.
do
That
next.
didn't go. That didn't even touch my membrane, dog. Imagine catfishing somebody for 4 years. Like, I don't think I catfished somebody back in like middle school and shit, but nigga, that shit only lasts like a day. 4 years, bruh, being somebody you not. Obviously, you know you dealing with a dumbass if they ain't asked to FaceTime you or nothing like that or meet up with you. I mean, he asked to meet up, but you heard this whole excuse. You heard bro's excuse. COVID-19. Ain't nobody letting that slide.
Stop talking to the guy, I guess would be the next step, I would say. I mean, unless you like the guy still. There's nothing wrong with that. You could go for it if that's your... I mean, if so. Anyway, his siblings talk him into listening to the phone call between the producers and Carmela.
This is a recording of a conversation one of our producers had with Christian after we first made contact.
How are you? I'm good, thank you.
Right.
Thank you so much for answering. Oh, you're welcome. So, what is your...
Sorry, it's okay.
I'm Christian.
Okay, so he storms out. That makes sense. What is left to figure out now? Why does this continue? Why am I going to have to go to another scene after this? This is where the serious denial starts, because now he has actually heard what the person sounds like that he's been talking to for 4 years. Yet he is still searching for hope. So everybody just keeps pummeling him with more evidence over and over again.
Today, I'm meeting up with my sister, LaShanti. It's been a really hard couple of days because the producers are telling me that my girlfriend Carmela is actually a man named Christian.
Yes, they are telling you that because they're right. That's the answer. What are we? I'm gonna lose it here. Why are they in a park? Why are they in a park talking about this again?
Honestly, I'm still trying to process everything because I know it's been a few days, but it's still kind of it's still fresh on my mind, especially
Dude, I'm getting deja vu here. He's talking about processing this. He's still processing. How long do you need to process everything?
I'm just having trouble processing.
You're never gonna process this. It doesn't make any sense. It's not meant to be processed.
We gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. That's like, I was finna say that's like a family member dying, but it's really not, but it is. In his eyes, this nigga just lost the love of his life. That shit just went, 4 years of this nigga life just went down the drain. He could have been, I almost say he could have been piping some other shit. Which is, I don't know, bruh. You never know. It might be some little Thorthos that's going for this. It might eat him up. But he was waiting on Carmelo Anthony. He was waiting on Carmelo Anthony to come hoop with him. And obviously it wasn't Carmelo Anthony. It was a fraud.
He's just going in circles at this point. It's like the Catfish version of the movie Memento.
Do you still in the back of your mind think that she is real?
A little bit, mainly because she hasn't deleted me yet on Snapchat or blocked me.
Yeah, you should probably process that one a little bit more.
A little better.
There is someone behind these messages that I have a deep connection with. And I just think that it could be a big misunderstanding.
It is a big misunderstanding because you think that you're talking to somebody else that you're not actually talking to. You're misunderstanding the situation. I would love to hear his explanation for this or any possible explanation at all.
The producer was telling me that I do have a message from her. The thing, I cannot video call you because I'm not the girl in the photos. I know that I have not been honest with Tyree. I've been lying to him for almost 5 years. At first, it was a way to get money since most of us are so poor here. I did start liking him, but I can't be with him. I feel so bad, but I really needed money.
So try to guess which part of this he decides to focus on. Showing him this stuff doesn't really seem to matter at all. He's still going to feel how he feels at the end of the day. They could show him the most irrefutable proof that he is not talking to who he thinks he is, and he's still going to deny it and find some way to explain it.
I'm even more confused now because it's saying two things. I can't be with him, but then at the same time, I love him. So it's just I don't know. There has to be some truth to something in there, so.
I love the look of astonishment and disappointment in her face. I think she's realizing that this is just pushing him even further into it.
So you feel like this person loves you?
They're saying the right things, that's for sure.
Well, that's one way to put it. God. So in the next part, they reverse image search some of the pictures that she sent him, and they actually found a lot of them on an escort site, which, of course, only made things even worse for Tyree. Because then, I think he believes he's actually talking to that person and not somebody who just took all of the pictures from various websites.
I don't think LaShanti knows how deep my relationship is with Carmela. There was just so much between us, even over text.
Oh, great. So we've gotten to the you don't understand how deep our love is phase.
I don't even know how I feel, but honestly, I want more answers.
You don't think you want to block her?
I'm gonna give it a few more days.
This has got to be the most patient family I've ever seen.
You don't think you want to block her?
Hey, you don't think you just want to block her at this point? You gonna give it a few more days, huh? You think those few more days are gonna make a difference? Okay. All right. You know what? I wouldn't even worry about it. I'm sure everything's gonna make sense in the next few days. I'm sure Carmela is a real person that totally exists, and you guys are gonna fall in love and get married, and those are things that are gonna really happen. Yeah. You see, I would lose it. I have no idea how she sits there and holds it together.
I mean, after reading that email, it's kind of clear what's happening here. I just don't know why it's not getting through to Tyree. Just a scammer, scamming people. That's the end of it.
Maybe They just need a little bit of time.
Yeah, don't worry. Just give it a couple days. We'll meet in another park again and have this same conversation.
So you said she hasn't responded to the Snapchats, right?
Who the fuck faded him up? She just opened up the messages maybe like 2 days ago. She's looking at them because, you know, that's confirmation that she's seen them.
Well, there you go. At least she's opening them and ignoring you, and that's just coincidentally happening at the same time that you found out she was a catfish.
And even though that's not her, though, like, you want him to respond?
That's the thing, that I still kind of think that it might be her.
So some part of you still believes that there is some type of hope?
I like how every time they show her, she's progressively more astonished and disappointed. And that's the thing, is a lot of people are just going to feel bad for Tyree, which I understand, but there is no possible way to influence him in any positive way. It's an impossible task. You will never accomplish it. He is not going to listen to anybody. Carmela is real to him, and that's really all you can say.
Yeah, I do. I still have that hope in my heart. But I was also maybe thinking, like, what if, like, Carmela was, like, in prison or something?
Seriously?
And he's like, no, I am serious. What if Carmela's in trouble? Carmela's in trouble. Then he just goes sprinting in the other direction. He's trying to, like, stop witnesses to see if they've seen her. Have you seen a woman, possibly a man, either a man or a woman? It's either a woman named Carmela or a man named Christian. They're somewhere between 5'4" and 6'3".
Nigga, this guy is lost, and this nigga is yapping in my ear. He's telling me the same shit that was just said. But this nigga's lost. He said, what if Carmela's in prison? No.
They either live in Barbados or 10 minutes down the street or anywhere between those 2 points.
Like, no, let me explain, though. Because, like, you know how when people are in prison and they need somebody to, like, talk to because they're, like, locked up?
Like a pen pal?
Yeah, so maybe this is what happened. She got released, and then now she's, like, with her husband or something.
Okay,
and that her husband's texting you.
I'm speechless. Like I said, not only is that scenario ridiculous and unlikely, but it's worse than the reality.
After we reverse image searched Carmela a couple weeks ago, I did my own research, and I found some stuff that he needs to know. But I'm just worried about telling him because he's still vulnerable. And I don't want him to get his heart broke even worse.
But that's the thing, is if you prolong this and never tell him, all you're doing is preventing him from ever having a real, meaningful relationship. At the same time, like I said, no information is going to make any difference anyway, so just whatever.
This is an escort page. This is her, right?
She said she was living in Barbados.
They lied, dude. That people, do people know that people lie about shit in the world?
The worst part is, like, this phone got me in all this.
I love that little half-ass phone toss because, you know, he doesn't actually want to destroy his phone, so he's just like, I've had enough of this. He tosses it like 3 feet over onto the grass. Yeah, that's right. Now move the camera over so I can go retrieve it without you knowing. But anyway, that's it. There's no conclusion. That's where we are right now. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Thank you all for stopping by. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one.
That's funny. We usually always see the other dude in that one. Oh, it's 2:41 a.m. My fault. I was lying. Ain't no damn 3 o'clock. Something like that, though.
Heard that man go again.
But shit, yeah. Go ahead and edit up all these videos. Probably have
they hear him disrespect my name, then they gon' air it out. She mad. I've been sipping lean, that's all I care about. Been making moves with different hoes, should be on Paramount. I'm telling you, you don't want to see no truth, and boys will tear you down.